What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Horror Fan 88 channel. I got another review for y'all today. I'm still doing my 80s slasher reviews, but I wanted to do a review on a movie that is in my top 10 favorites of all time. And in general, I have never talked about Italian horror on my channel. And I wanted to change that, so eventually I'll start doing some Italian horror as well, like this video. But, yeah, let's talk about one of my absolute favorites, Dario Argento's Suspiria from 1977. This movie, to me, is a fucking masterpiece. So, this ain't gonna be too long a review because I'm not gonna give away everything that happens. But this is probably the most well-known Italian film. And, yeah, let's get into the story. So, the movie focuses on Susie, played by Jessica Harper. She is a ballet dancer, and she gets accepted into the TAM Academy in Germany. And, just the opening scene with her in the airport, one thing I love is that as she's walking, she looks at the doors, and the doors, as they open, the score starts playing, and then once they close, it stops. That happens about 3 times, and then once she walks out, the score starts playing. And, the cab scene is just beautiful to look at. That's one thing about this movie that's very well known, is the color palette. And, the taxi scene is very striking because, it's pouring down rain, she's in the cab, and you just see all these variety of colors like red, green, yellow, blue, and it's just very beautiful. And let's get into the score a little bit. The score was done by Goblin, and my God, it is one of my favorite horror scores of all time. It is beautifully haunting and just so great to listen to, like the Halloween theme, I guess. I can listen to the score at any time. It's just that good. So, moving on with the story. Once she actually gets to the school, the first thing she sees is this character screaming something. Like, it's not audible, like she can't hear what she's saying, but you can see that the lady is screaming, and then she runs. And, so you don't know what's going on. And then eventually she just sees her, like, running through the woods. And that pretty much sets up the first death of the movie, which is a very gruesome death. So the one that was running, she was kicked out because she found out too much. And the TAM Academy is actually a front for a witch coven. So it's pretty much a bunch of witches. And, the way she's killed off is very brutal. I love the scene where, she's at her friend, I think it's her friend's apartment, and, she's looking out the window, and, the atmosphere in that scene is great. I love when she grabs the lamp and puts it to the window, and you just see these eyes light up, and, then a hand comes out, grabs her, pushes her through the window, and she just eventually keeps getting repeatedly stabbed. And it has one of them gory scenes where you see her open heart, and then the knife just stabs right into it. And then one of them very Italian type horror deaths where she gets like sucked through this window, and as she falls, she gets hung, and her friend just gets impaled. Like, you just see the aftermath of it. She's got like this bar just stuck right here in her neck, and she has this massive shard of glass just right here. And yeah, so moving forward, she meets our main character, Susie. She meets this character named Sarah, and as the movie goes along, Sarah is kind of trying to figure out what's really going on, and she keeps trying to talk to Susie about it. And yeah, the thing about the colors is the colors are a character in this movie. It's like once they change, something's about to happen. Kind of like when Sarah is talking to Susie, and she's like, "What do you know about witches?" But Susie is just like in this deep sleep, and she can't wake up. then all of a sudden, like, all the color turns to green, and Sarah's just like, oh shit. And, you know, that's the part where she jumps into, like, the pit of barbed wire. And just such an amazing movie. And this is a part of Dario Argento's Three Mothers trilogy. It's Suspiria, Inferno, and Mother of Tears. So yeah, I love Italian horror. It's just amazing to me. It's just like this whole nother world into horror. And I haven't seen every Italian horror film out there like I would like to. But, you know, I've seen most of the well-known ones like Suspiria, The Beyond, Deep Red, Tenebrae. I mean, I could go on. Demons. But yeah, unfortunately, I haven't seen Inferno or Mother of Tears. But I'll get to it eventually. I'll get them and review them for y'all. But for me, this movie gets a 9 out of 10. If you haven't seen it, I can't recommend it enough. And like I said, I'm not going to spoil the ending or what happens, but just an incredible film in my opinion, and it's in my top 10 favorites. So yeah, if y'all would like me to start reviewing more Italian horror films, I will. I'm still going to continue with my 80s slashers and, you know, everything with that. But yeah, 9 out of 10. Can't recommend this enough. Beautifully done movie. And in my opinion, it is a masterpiece. I know some people find it extremely slow and lacking in the story department. But really, I can't help it. It's just an amazing movie. It's shot beautifully, an amazing score. And that's why it's one of my favorites. So, Dario Argento's Suspiria. Alright guys, well, that's the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. I know it's a shorter review. But, yeah, I will see y'all on the next one. Stay tuned for more. Keep it horror.